Hello everyone, Belladonna and Weeps here one more time for you, for your entertainment. I want to go in a specific direction with some of the music that I love regarding some of the best women in music, because there are so many amazing women in music. I've mentioned a few here and there, but we're going to pick up a few more and talk a bit more directly about them. I've had lots of caffeine, but let me have a little bit more. One might say, you're just trying to advertise Bang drinks. If the Bang company wants to look me up and have me advertise for them, oh my god, yes. Hey Bang, look me up, baby. Until then, I'm still drinking it, because it's awesome. Alright, Gary. You stoner, hold that for me, Gary. Alright. Lene Lovich. Lena's going back into like the 70s, and I believe she's still out there. This particular one was a promotional copy, and every now and then I see some of her different albums. She had so much cool style. I don't know if you can see that. She's in like a wedding gown there. And, I don't know, playing with a yo-yo or something, I don't even know. But she just was so cool. She had that great song, My Lucky Number's One. She was very kind of gothy before there was gothy. Sort of like a godmother of the movement, if you will. Very cool, interesting, quirky, and like I said, I believe still out there performing. She was a really cool, pioneering kind of woman of the day. And speaking of other cool ones, we're going to talk about one of the bigger rebels of the time. This is Nina Hagen. Nina, of course, and just this is an awesome picture. She sort of did whatever the hell she wanted, didn't care. The vocal range of this woman is amazing. Still awesome as can be. Freaking gorgeous for one thing. The makeup and the styling, the hair she would do. Everything about Nina Hagen is freaking awesome. Another one, if you don't know, just look into her. Just her character alone is so amazing. Everything about her, she really is a pioneer, a godmother of sorts for the movement. Just a free spirit, amazing, cool, stylish, bizarre, and weird. Look up the old editions of her sitting with David Letterman. He look like he's going to jump out of his skin. Alright, speaking of interesting women, the Vanity 6 a la Prince, baby. Alright, if you like Prince, you're going to like this too. Now, the Vanity 6 is just freaking awesome. Alright, dirty, sexy, amazing. Vanity was quite a character. I do have something of hers on her own vanity there. Now, poor Vanity came to a sad end, as we know. Had a very interesting life, a lot of drugs and problems. Found Jesus and then passed away. But the Vanity 6 and Vanity on her own, these were just such lucky finds. And then what did I find at that same moment when things changed a bit? Apollonia 6. There's Apollonia there. Sort of the Prince's replacement for Vanity. Apollonia 6. I was just so excited to find these. These are some amazing women, whether they had their triumphs and tragedies. They were so cool, sexy, and amazing. These ones, again, if you know Prince and the Revolution and Purple Rain and such, you'll know things about this. But look into Vanity and Apollonia and whatnot. Now, alright, people laugh at me for this one. I don't care if you don't like it. I'm comfortable. So yes, I have a friend that likes to pick on me about this one. That friend, if that friend is watching, can bite me. Because this is the amazing Belinda Carlisle. I get weak when Belinda is next to me. Weak. Now, I like the Go-Go's. I like Belinda Carlisle. I like the Heaven on Earth video where she's sort of humping the wall. That was directed by Diane Keaton, of all people. Diane Keaton also directed an episode of Twin Peaks. I'm not sure what that's about. She was in like Baby Boom and Annie Hall. Whatever. But Belinda Carlisle is freaking awesome. She was awesome in the Go-Go's. She is awesome here. And this friend of mine, if you are watching, bite me. Because Belinda is awesome. Now, people may say, what, Belinda Carlisle? How does that fit into your gothy ways? Hey, if I like it, it's gothy. If I want it to be. Belinda's just cool, and she's an awesome woman, and she's still out there doing her thing. Look how adorable she is there. Belinda Carlisle. I get weak. My god, I'm mad about Belinda. Mad about you, Belinda. Go and check out some more Belinda Carlisle. And the Go-Go's, they were just inducted into the Hall of Fame, I believe. So, if you know somebody who is like, you're silly, just tell them to shut their mouths. Another person I'm a fan of, a lot of her styling and her music in different ways, but she's a very unusual and interesting creature. Another one of the latter crowd of the Warhol influenced people. You know how much I love them. You have Debbie Harry via H.R. Giga. Look at that. H.R. Giga's artwork for Debbie Harry. Debbie was freaking hot. Alright, and she was just cool. She just sort of did whatever she wanted. She had such great style. She did movies. She was just so cool. And this is the H.R. Giga take on her. Anything Giga is freaking awesome. Alright, I love Giga art. Such a sad thing when he passed, because there's no more variations on the artwork. Debbie is just freaking cool. You ever see Videodrome? Now there's an awesome movie. Or like her part in Tales from the Dark Side, the movie. Debbie Harry is freaking cool, and whether it's just on her own or in the Blondie incarnation, I love just the very nature of her. I think that same friend I have likes to pick on me about the Blondie thing and the Debbie Harry thing. That friend of mine is a fool, you hear me? Fool. Picking on me because of my musical interests. I have to come over there and smack you. Now another one, the Eurythmics. Annie Lennox. Awesome all the way around. Awesome in the early days. Sweet Dreams Are Made of This. I think she scared people because she was so beautiful and so different, and yet had such an amazing voice, and burst onto the scene with such like strength, you know, wearing those tailored suits and that short like orangey buzzed hair, the beautiful lips in her face, and yet being so strong and amazing in everything she did throughout her career. She's another one that I take a lot of inspiration from. I wish I could look that beautiful. I do. But Annie is cool, the Eurythmics are awesome. Now, I get made fun of for this one too. I don't care. There's a young lady, still out there today, named Clare Grogan, and she was part of a band named Altered Images. This particular one was a fun find bite. Alright. Now, if you've ever seen the film 16 Candles, you know a bit of one of their most popular songs. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Clare Grogan was freaking adorable. Look at her. She had an amazing voice and she sang with such gusto and power. And she did film and television. She used to pop up on, I remember seeing her in early episodes of Red Dwarf. Red Dwarf, people. The amazing Red Dwarf. She was in Father Ted. Clare Grogan is adorable, wonderful. Her music was a trip. She was just sweet. I could be happy. I could also be happy. Check out some Clare Grogan Altered Images. Very cool. And I cannot talk of women in music without mentioning, again, one of my personal favorites, Laurie Anderson. Thank you and thank you and thank you. Laurie Anderson is always freaking awesome. This is Strange Angels. I'm always very happy to find original copies of Laurie's work. Laurie is just Laurie Anderson, of course, partnered with Lou Reed. Everything Laurie does is amazing to this very day. Film type work, artwork, music, everything. Laurie freaking Anderson. I've said it before, I said it again. You don't know Laurie, you don't know much. Check it out. And I'm going to give you a special look at what I think is one of the women of music, one of the most amazing, pioneering, in so many ways amazing pioneering women of music, synthesizer based as well. Working with Moog and whatnot, we have the ever popular Wendy Carlos, switched on Bach, taking classical music and doing the synthesizer basis for it. Beautiful freaking music. I also have switched on Bach 2, and then the well-tempered synthesizer of Wendy Carlos, A Clockwork Orange and The Shining, a lot of the score for that, Tron as well. Wendy is, I believe, maybe like 80 or so, and still a very powerful force. Pioneer. Amazing. Does not get the credit she deserves, in my opinion. You should check out anything done by Wendy Carlos. If you know those films, those are favorite films of mine, like Clockwork Orange, The Shining, love Stanley Kubrick, of course. Check out Wendy's music and listen to the switched on box stuff, because she really did something that others had not done in music before, and she is freaking awesome. Now, I have touched on a few different things here. I've gone in a few different directions. I hope you enjoy those. If you're not too familiar with these ladies, please look into them further. So many great women in music don't get enough credit, and we all know they should. So there we are, women in music. Weeps, how do you think of that? Overjoyed she is. Overjoyed is what Weeps is right now. Whatever. Do you hear the bells? That means it is time for me to go this moment. Like, subscribe, that sort of thing. Weeps and I shall return one more time, many more times, all the time, just for you people. Until then,